What's up YouTube, Zandar here, and today we're opening up a booster box of Dragons of Tarkir because it was just released and it took me a couple extra days to get mine, and I was pretty sad about that. But it's here now and we can start our review of Dragons of Tarkir. We have a new team member this week, and oh, that's the wrong side. It's Pauladine, and she's the one that's going to be helping us open this. She's actually going to be getting reviewed a little bit on the Fat Pack review. That'll be out on Friday. So you can check her out more there as well. Dragons of Tarkir is a pretty interesting set, as you might be able to look into it. It's got lots of dragons. Some of them are pretty good. Most of them are just kind of crappy. Inside your box, you always get a little flip out. This one's got Sarkin, and it talks about Friday Night Magic. It's the best night of the week. Let's get started and see what we can crack from this box. As always, I'm going to go over the anatomy of the booster pack at the very beginning. So anybody that isn't used to Magic cards will kind of know how it goes. Every card has a set indicator, which is right here. This is a picture of the Dragons of Tarkir, and it is black, noting that this card is a common. We skip right past the uncommons, which are 10 to 11 in a pack, because nobody really cares about those, and they're only worth about 10 cents each. Then we move into our silver cards, which are uncommons, which we will talk about, being Seismic Rupture, Good Old Lurker, Ambuscade Shaman, and then behind the third uncommon is going to be a rare or a mythic indicated by gold or orange, and you always have a possibility of a premium card as well. So in this pack, we pulled an Amphinenza Kin Tree Spirit, and we notice it's a gold, so it's a rare. It's a 2-mana cost, 2/2. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may bolster 1. Decent card, no premiums. That's how it starts. Cards we're looking for in this set, guys. We want at least one Narset from this box. If I can pull a Narset and a Sarkhan, that'd be awesome. The other cards we're looking for is any of the Dragon Lords. I believe there's 5 of them. We're looking for a Deathmist Raptor, Dragon Whisper, a Thunderbreak Regent, and that's just to name a few. Our first uncommon is a Virulent Plague, Rending Volley, Dragonloft Idol, and a Dragon Lord Kolgon. This is our orange indicator letting us know it's a mythic. It's a 6-mana cost, 6/5 with flying and haste. Other creatures you control have haste. Whenever an opponent casts a creature or planeswalker spell with the same name as a card in his or her graveyard, that player loses 10 life. Pretty excited to start off with a Dragon Lord. Hopefully that says good things for the rest of our box here. Our first uncommons, a Kolgan Monument, Nox Survivalist, Void Squall, and our rare is a Foe Razor Regent. It's a 7-mana, 4/5. It's a dragon, go figure that. It has flying. When the Foe Razor enters the battlefield, you may have it fight target creature you don't control. Whenever a creature you control fights, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it at the beginning of the next end step. Pretty solid dragon. Anytime you can play a creature and you can force it to fight whatever you want at that turn, pretty awesome. Not pretty awesome 7 mana to get it out, but with green, it's pretty easy to get there with all the tap mechanics for extra mana. Lightning Berserker, one of our solid red uncommons in the set. Farsight Deceiver, Minister of Pain is our last uncommon, and our Ration the Foremost. 3 mana, 2/2, double strike. Whenever the Foremost enters the battlefield or attacks, another target warrior creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. We also pulled a premium Guardian Shieldbearer. It's a common, but 2 mana, 2/1, has Megamorph. When he's turned face up, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature you control. Nice thing about buying a sealed box like this is you're typically going to get anywhere from 5 to 8 premiums. You're going to get several uncommons. Almost always going to get at least 1 uncommon and typically 1 rare or mythic premium card. Scion of Ugin. Pretty unique as he's a creature that's not an artifact that's uncolored. Warbringer. Deathwind is our last uncommon. And a Ration Sovereign. Not the most valuable card as he is in all the intro packs, but he is a 7 mana, 6/6 dragon, Flying, whenever the sovereign dies, you may put it on the top or bottom of its owner's library. And let's take a look at the new Goblin token. It's pretty sweet. Pretty cool looking little goblin, if you ask me. Sight of the Scale Lords, Skywise Teachings, Deadly Wanderings, and a Crater Elemental. This card's got potential. It's a 3-mana 0/6. You can do a mountain and tap it and sacrifice the Crater Elemental. It deals 4 damage to target creature. It also has Formidable. If he has base power 8 until end of turn, activate this ability only if creatures you control have power 8 or greater. If you got several creatures out, he can get stronger pretty quick. Might be a bomb in a Goblin deck, especially with Dragon Fodder. You could probably get him up to your 8, make him an 8/6 pretty easily, I bet. So that might be a surprise card in the set. Right now, he's not valued too high, and he was in the pre-release as one of the premium cards you could get. Inspiring Call, Lurking Arnex, Skywise Teachings, and a Collected Company. This is a 4-mana cost instant. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. Put up the 2 cards with converted mana cost 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. If you're running a lot of small minions, that can get them out pretty quick. But you're still looking at turn 4 unless you have another mana ability creature out on the table. Ukud Cobra, Graceblade Artisan, Slumgar Monument, and a Mirror Mockery. 2-mana enchantment. Enchant creature. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, you may put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of that creature. Exile that token at end of combat. There's the new zombie token in the set. Pretty cool looking. Is he crazy? See if I can't really get it to zoom in. He looks crazy. Oh, man. If you guys have opened up some packs and cracked them for Dragons of Tarkir, let me know what you've got and what kind of luck you've had. Almost everybody I've seen on stream has pulled a Nar set. So if I don't pull a Nar set, I'll be a little upset. Ruthless Death Fang. I'm not going to pull one now that I said that also. Draconic Roar. Last uncommon is a Spell Eater. And a Blessed Reincarnations are rare. It's a 4-mana cost. Exile target creature and opponent controls. That player reveals a card from the top of his or her library until a creature card is revealed. The player puts that card onto the battlefield, then shuffles the rest into his hand or library and rebound. So theoretically, you can get rid of a card, a big monster card, just for getting them a smaller card out. But if you get, unfortunately, unlucky with, if you're playing against, let's say, green that has huge creatures, you can always rebound this one turn later to potentially get another one off the table. Or leave the one there. You do not have to play that rebound if you do not want to. So it's an alright card. I don't see it getting played that much. Our first uncommons, Tarka Pummeler, Salt Road Ambushers, Ojutai Monument, and a Profound Journey. 7 mana cost, sorcery, return target permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield, and you can rebound it to do it again. We got a premium uncommon Summit Prowler. He is a 4 mana cost, 4/3. He's a Yeti. No exciting premium cards yet, but we have plenty of time to make that change. Making some room in my trash can. Explosive Vegetation. Essence, or Encase in Ice. Ultimate Price. And our first myth. Nope, we had the Dragon Lord. But we got a Shaman of Forgotten Ways as our second mythic. 3 mana cost, 2/3. You can tap them and add 2 mana in any combination of colors to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells. He also has Formidable for 11 mana, 9 uncolor, 2 forest. Tap. Each player's life total becomes the number of creatures he or she controls. Activate this ability only if creatures you control have total power of 8 or greater. Oh, and there is our premium rare, Profaner of the Dead. 4 mana cost, 3/3 with Exploit. When a Profaner of the Dead exploits a creature, return to their owner's hand all creatures your opponents control with toughness less than the exploited creature's toughness. It's a lot to read, but if you exploit them, that goes back, and everything that has the same or lower or same toughness. Kind of disappointed that's what we got for our premium rare, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get another one in this box. It can always happen. I will say in this set, I've seen a lot of double premium rares, or a premium rare and a premium mythic in dragons, where I haven't really seen that in some of the other boxes. Stormwing Dragon, Visari Deceiver, Ultimate Price, and a Harbinger of the Hunt. 5 mana cost, 5/3 with flying. You can do 2 uncolorless in a mountain. He deals 1 damage to each creature without flying, or 2 uncolorless in a forest, and he deals 1 damage to each creature with flying. You can kind of figure out how he wants to do that. We have another premium uncommon, Karsari Sadist, and a Morph token. Once again, you're going to notice there's a lot of dragons in this set. Really solid uncommon here, the Swift Warkite. You don't see, it's a pretty uncommon. Palisma Behemoth, Slumgar Sorcerer, and a Foul Renewal. 4 mana cost instant. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the toughness of the card returned this way. So you're going to get a card back, and you're going to be able to do damage to another one. Not too shabby. Ukid Cobra, Explosive Vegetation, Youthful Scholar, I think it's the first time I've seen him for an uncommon. And look, it's another Profaner of the Dead. We've been over him, so no reason to waste our breath. Alright, our first uncommon is an Enduring Skellord, Search of Righteousness, Dromoka Monument, and a Necromaster Dragon. 5 mana, 4/4 flying. Whenever the dragon deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2. If you do, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield, and each opponent puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. And we got a premium uncommon of Dromoka's Gift. 5 mana cost, bolster 4. Seems like our premiums are all towards the top in this box. Sarkhan's Triumph, Roast, Bloodshin Rager, and we got a command. Kolgan's Command, 3 mana cost. You can choose 2 of the following 4. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Target player discards a card. Destroy target artifact, or the command deals 2 damage to target creature or player. The commands are very solid. You want to get a full playset of those, I feel like, in this set. So I'm really excited to see that. Artful Maneuver is our premium uncommon. And I just kind of got the feeling that premium uncommons just are not, or commons are not worth going over. Alright, I can feel the pack's getting a little warmer, so box is getting a little warmer. Dance of the Skywise, Silk Wrap, Deathwind, and a Deathbringer Regent. 7 mana cost, 5/6 with flying. When the Regent enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand and there are 5 or more other creatures on the battlefield, destroy all other creatures. Pretty solid. Good way to do a whole board clear against goblins or elves or pretty much a lot of things you see out there. Can definitely turn the whole tide of the game to your favor. Salt Road Quartermasters, Encased in Ice, Minister of Pain, and a Gleam of Authorities are rare. 2 mana cost enchantment creature. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on other creatures you control. Also, enchanted creature has vigilance and play a plains untapped to bolster 1. Seems pretty solid. I mean, that does a lot. If you're playing a bolster deck, you could definitely see how that could be a handy card. First uncommon, Slimgar's Scorn, Dragon Lord's Servant, Scale of Blessing, and a Hedonist Trove. If I could talk. 7 mana cost, 5 uncolored, 2 swamps. When the Trove enters the battlefield, exile all cards from target opponent's graveyard. You may play land cards exiled with the Trove. You may cast non-land creatures exiled with the Trove. You can't cast more than one spell this way each turn. We are starting to lose lighting there. I was really afraid we're about to lose power in the middle of the day. Be kind of odd. Press the Advantage is our first uncommon. Dragon Lord's Servant, Bell Toll Dragon, and Dragon Lord Dromoka. It's our second Dragon Lord, third mythic, I believe. 6 mana cost, 5/7. He cannot be countered. He has flying and lifelink. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Dromoka is just awesome. His price doesn't really reflect it, but I feel like he is an awesome dragon. Alright, we're well on our way again here. We're pulling some Dragon Lords. Now it's time for a Planeswalker. It's time for a Planeswalker. Learn from the Past is our first uncommon. Circle of Elders, Avian Sunstriker, and Suruk the Hunt Caller. He's a 4 mana, 5/4. He has Formidable. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, if creatures you control have total power 8 or greater, target creature you control gains haste until end of turn. I don't know what I think about him yet. He's alright. I mean, you're getting a 5/4 for 4, so that's pretty good. And he has an ability for Formidable. You get him out on turn 4, and most likely you're going to have 3 other out there to make his Formidable proc. Not too bad. Tarka Pummeler is our first uncommon. Savage Vent Maul. That should be our playset of those. Foul Tongue Invocation, and a Radiant Purge. 2 mana, exile target multicolored creature or multicolored enchantment. Pretty solid sideboard card. Hey, there is our second premium rare card. Deathbringer Regent, we've already been over it, but we pulled a premium as well. So it does look true. Every Dragons of Tarkir box is going to have 2 premium rares, or a premium rare and a mythic. If you have not seen that, let me know. But from every box I've seen, I've only seen about 6 to 8 boxes so far, it has been true. And like I said, I've also always seen a Narset, which I know that cannot be true. So, Echoes of the Kin Tree, Orator of Ojutai, man, Stormrider Rig, and a Death Mist Raptor. There we go, another mythic. 3 mana cost, 3/3 with Death Touch. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, you may return the Raptor from your graveyard to the battlefield face up or face down. He has a Megamorph of 5, and that allows you to put a +1/+1 counter on him if he's turned face up. This is the number 3 card in the set right now. He's valued at about $16. Definitely helps pay for our box. Very excited to see him in there. I feel like you see a lot more mythics in this set because there's so many, which is always fun. Sight Beyond Sight, Dromoka's Gift, Stormgar Monk, and our rare is an Icefall Regent. 5 mana, costs 4/3 dragon with flying. Whenever he enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step for as long as you control Icefall Regent. Spells your opponents cast that target the Regent cost 2 colorless more. Awesome card for blue. Strong Flyer. Warrior token. Pretty cool looking. Permanently locks down a character. It costs even more mana to get rid of him. It's pretty awesome. I don't know, though, if you're casting a counterspell when he's cast, I mean, you're targeting him, so I'm pretty sure your original, even before he's on the board, you're going to have to pay more to get rid of him. Dromoka Captain. Herd Chaser Dragon. Ooh, Dragon Hunter. It's the first one of these we've seen. I believe it's a 1 mana cost, 2/1. He has protection from dragons, and he can block dragons as though he had reach. Awesome card with as many dragons that are coming out. and Obscuring Aether. 1 mana cost. Face down creature spells you cast cost 1 colorless less to cast. For 2 mana, you can turn them face down and becomes a 2/2 creature. I don't feel like that's a very popular card in the set. I don't really see what it can be used for. Maybe it'll be some type of hidden bomb with some type of triggered mechanic. I don't think so. Rakasha Gravecaller, Lightning Berserker, Tapestry of the Ages, and a Damnable Pack. I thought we've seen this card, but 2 and X. Target player draws X cards and loses X life. Hey, look at that. We got a dragon token for Sarkin. Pretty cool. He's going so fast, he's on fire. First uncommons, a Virulent Plague, Salt Road Quartermasters, Silk Wrap, and we have another mythic, Shore Crasher Elemental. 3 mana for a 3/3. You can pay an island, exile the elemental, then return it to the battlefield face down under its owner's control. Or you can pay 1 uncolorless. He gets +1/-1 or -1/+1 until end of turn. He also has Megamorph for 5. I believe the elemental, he was near the top. Right now he's only valued about $7, but still another mythic in the set. So we're pulling a lot of mythics. It's just not our planeswalkers. And I'd really like to see a Dragon Lord of Tarka. That's another card I would like to see. First uncommon is a Scion of Eugene. Scion of Eugene. I like to call him Eugene. Great Teacher's Decree. Tarka Monument. And a Dromoka's Command. 2 mana cost, Forest and Plains. Choose 2 of the following 4. Prevent all damage target instant or sorcery spell would deal this turn. Target player sacrifices an enchantment. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Blah. Powerful card. Anything that allows you to do 4 things and pick 2 of them. Really going to see those as staples in a lot of decks for some time to come. Gate Smasher. I'll says my Behemoth. Self-inflicted wound. And there we go, another command. This is a Tarka's command, so we're only a couple commands short. 2 mana, being a mountain and a forest. You can choose 2 of the following. Your opponent can't gain life this turn. The command deals 3 damage to each opponent. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain reach until end of turn. I think you're going to see a lot of this card because it's good in, I believe, Commander. It's good in 2-Headed Giant. It's good in a lot of things. So you get to do a lot of extra damage and another ability. Very solid card. All the commands are pretty cool. And Tarka is just a little more aggressive. Cunning Breeze Dancer. That's our first uncommon of that. Kolgan Forerunners, Acid Spewer Dragon, and a Bloodchin Fanatic. 3 mana, 3/3. Pay 1 uncolorless and a swamp. Sacrifice another warrior creature. Target player loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the sacrificed creature's power. Looks like we're down to our last 6 packs. So we really gotta channel the YouTube energy here, guys. We need a Planeswalker. We need a Planeswalker. Learn from the past. Stormcrag Elemental, Shieldhide Dragon, and a Myth Realized. I think I went over this one, but either way, it's 1 mana. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a lore counter on Myth Realized. For 3, you can put a lore counter on them. And for 1 plains, until end of turn, Myth Realized becomes a monk avatar creature in addition to its other types, and it gains the power and toughness are each equal to the number of lore counters on. That's who I want right there. A Tarka. Ruthless Deathfang, Kolgan Forerunners, Greenblade Artisan, and a Pitless Horde. 3 mana, 5/3. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 2 life, but he does have dash. So for just 4 mana, he's a 5/3 out with haste for that turn, then gets returned to your hand. Ooh, and a foil Lightning Berserker for an uncommon. This is a pretty solid premium. A lot of people like the Lightning Berserker right now. I'll have to look and see what he's worth as a foil. I could see a lot of people wanting that, actually. Him and Dragon Fodder are getting into a lot of decks now. Display of Dominance, Salt Road Ambushers, Slimgar Monument, and a Commune with Lava. 2 and uncolorless X. Exile the top X cards of your library. Until end of your turn, you may play those cards. And we have a premium Ancient Carp. So who does not want a premium fish? A shiny fish. For 5 mana and a 2/5. Uh-oh, guys. 3 packs. Inspiring Call, Lurking Arnyx, Acid Spear Dragon, and a Hidden Dragon Slayer. 2 mana for a 2/1 with lifelink. He has Megamorph. If he's turned face up, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater and opponent controls. He is indeed the Hidden Dragon Slayer. Guys, we're down to our last 2 packs. I'd like to make sure you know they both have Narset on them. I think it's a sign. Start the Narset hype train because, ooh, we need it. If you've enjoyed this unboxing, if you like seeing new content being unboxed, be it fat packs, booster boxes, commander decks, even pre-releases, let me know. Hit the subscribe button. Give me a like on the video. Let me know what I'm doing right. More importantly, let me know if I'm doing something wrong. I want to make these videos better for everyone. I really enjoy doing it. Cunning Breeze Dancer, Shieldhide Dragon, Dragonloft Idol, and Illusionary Gains. 5 mana. Enchant creature. You control the enchanted creature. When the creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, the gains get attached to that creature. Pretty easy for him to knock it off. It's not too important. Alright, guys. Boogie punishes his pack. So, I can't do what he does, but I'll flick it. And we'll see what happens. Whew, I'm nervous. Alright. Alright. Don't make me buy another box of this. I'll do it. I'll do it. Battle Mastery is our first uncommon. Skillguard Sentinels. Rain River Skeleton. Ooh, alright, guys. Haven of the Spirit Dragon. It's a land. It's definitely not what we wanted to see here. Not valued at hardly anything. Tap and add a colorless mana to your pool. Tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Spend the mana only to cast a dragon creature spell. 2 and tap, sacrifice the Spirit Dragon. Return the target dragon creature from or Ugin Planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. Actually I thought this was a pretty solid card, but I've been seeing a lot of hate on it. So let's review what we got one last time and how many mythics we pulled in this box. Haven of the Spirit Dragon, Illusionary Gains, Hidden Dragon Slayer, Commune with Lava, Pitless Horde, Myth Realized, Bloodchin Fanatic, Tarkus Command, Dramoka's Command, Shorecrest Elemental, Damnable Pack, Obscuring Aether, Icefall Regent, Death Mist Raptor, Radiant Purge, Surek the Hunt Caller, Dragon Lord Dramoka, Hedonist Trove, Gleam of Authority, Deathbringer Regent, Kolgan's Command, Necromancer Dragon, Profaner of the Dead, Foul Renewal, Harbinger of the Hunt, Shaman of the Forgotten Ways, Profound Journey, Blessed Reincarnation, Mirror Mockery, Collected Company, Praetor Elemental, Arashan Sovereign, Arashan Foremost, Bow Razor Regent, Dragon Lord Kolgan, and Infinines of the Kintree Spirit. If I could talk. Also, remember we got the 2 premium rares as well. So we pulled a total of 5 mythics from this box. That's about on average. 3 to 6 is roughly what you're going to see in a box. Pretty solid. 2 Dragon Lords, a Raptor. The other 2 are just kind of meh. Pretty excited for the box. We're going to have to buy more of it, though, because we need a Planeswalker. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you hit that like button.